Hey guys and girls, welcome back to another exciting episode of All About You. In today's segment, I will be going over the deck that I took second place with my team, Jordan Markle and Ryan Severin. We just came back from Chicago's Celebrations event and it was phenomenal. It was great because I was able to meet a lot of you guys. Thank you for giving me the love and support. You know, due to my dad's passing, it's been very rough, and honestly, I wasn't gonna go over there, but a lot of you guys motivated me and wanted to see me, so I decided, you know what? Let me go down over there and try to enjoy the weekend and try to win it for my father. And we were so close. We went into the finals, and unfortunately we did lose, but I won my match 2-0, so it was pretty cool because at least I could say I went all the way for my dad and I was able to bring it home, essentially. So this is one of the main prizes that I got. I actually got it from my girlfriend Katie. One of the better ones. They had several different types of cards, huge cards, but it's really nice. Bandai decided to have them nicely framed, and you know, it's just cool. It's basically just a huge variant of a lot of leaders that already exist in the game, and some of the more newer leaders went to first place. So it's pretty awesome. But without further ado, I'm going to go into the deck profile, and it's going to be, most of the deck is going to be what I ran at the tournament, but I'm always making adjustments. So guys, don't crucify me if card for card everything is not exactly the same, but it's primarily the deck. So what you see is pretty much what you get. So without further ado, let's begin. All right, guys, so we have our Broly leader. This is the leader that I chose for the event. You guys already know when he attacks, you take a life and you draw one card. Then when you awaken, you restore 2 of your energy. Now, the badass side. When you attack, you draw a card. He has 2 active main effects. One is to place one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode. And the second is to be able to take a life and restand any card on the board. That includes your leader, battle cards, or energy, or even field cards. Alright guys, so we have our newfound power Son Gohan. You guys already know. He's just a form of being able to awaken as quickly as possible. That's the strategy of this deck. We want to awaken by turn 2 consistently every game. Essentially, I want all my games to play out the exact same, where I'm pretty much winning and beating my opponent by turn 2. So if you guys already know, when he attacks, you could take a life and he gains critical in 10k. Then I also maximize this with running 4 Infernal Emperor Frieza. He's another awakening piece where he's put in play. You take a life, and he's a 10k beat stick, and on the color green. Now we're going to go on to the Cabbage Patch family, which we have our Force Saiyan Teamwork Cabba. He is the heart of the deck. If you don't see him, you're going to have a rough time. He essentially searches out all the pieces of the veggies and adds them to your hand or put in play if they are Khalifa. We have our 12th Awakener, Self-Awakener, which is our Unstoppable Ambition Super Saiyan Khalifa. So she is pretty much the heart of the deck as well, because she, 1, is a way to awaken, and 2, she gets her cost restricted by Cabba's effect. And if I have 2 Cabba in play, she can become a free play character that takes a life, which is insane because this deck is able to get so much value in a very quick manner. Then follow up, we have 4 Hidden Awakening Kale. Hidden Awakening Kale is extremely powerful. She is our field removal for the deck. She has critical. She has, when you attack, if you have 5 or less cards, you draw a card. And then she has her blow up effect. When she's put into play, I sack a guy, and then I can KO up to 5 cost battle cards on my opponent's side of the field. If I have Khalifa though, Khalifa's other ability allows me to play her without blowing up anything from my side of the board. Now we're gonna move on to the red package of the deck, which is pretty much primarily veggies. We have our 4 Sister Attack Saiyan Kale. She's extremely powerful, and she just allows us to get a lot of value. While I control another Universe 6 character on board, when she attacks, she gains 5k plus a draw card. I run 4 Impeccable Super Saiyan Cabba. Now, the reason why I decided to run 4 of this bad boy is because there are cards that stop this deck. Striving to be the best Goku is one of the best ways to stop this deck from working, because most of our characters are 2 cost or less. And because of that, we won't be able to put pressure on our opponent if they go first and they drop it. But we have this guy, which if I play Cabba and land into this bad girl, which I'm about to show you right now, which is her, if I play him, I can select her, play her. Her ability is I can search the top 7 cards of my deck, and if it's a Universe 6 character, I can put it in play. Of course, it has to meet the specific requirements. So the only targets we have in this deck for her effect is 1 and 2. So these are my 2 targets. She will be great for drawing a card and putting pressure, while he's great for removing battle cards that are in active position. So like what I said about striving, if our opponent has a striving to be the best, I can play her, then play into him, and now attack into the striving. Even though he's going to be in active mode, I can attack and try to smash his face in so that they won't be able to stop the multiple other attacks that I have, including my Kaba himself. A lot of players are very scared to attack with this guy. I noticed when I played in the mirror match, you want to use full value. You want to make sure that you are attacking and you're getting value out of this battle card besides its put in play effect. So these are my targets as of yet. And if Bandai can make any more targets, that would be even more phenomenal. Now, last but not least, we'll just leave them right here. We have 2 Fearless Pans. Now, this is for the red package. I max out on all the veggies for red. So because of that, I want to get bang for my buck. So one, like I said in previous videos, Fearless Pan is one of the strongest battle cards. She has barrier. When she's put into play, you give all your red battle cards, including Red Leader, 5k and double strike. And not only that, but she has blocker. So what I like to do is, I like to play cards like this, which we run 4 of, Shugesh. Shugesh's ability, you could play any Saiyan in your hand that's 3 or less and put it into play for free without paying its cost by using the super combo. So essentially, I'm able to put in play Fearless Pan. I can attack with a battle card, use Shugesh, put pressure on my opponent, then put in play Fearless Pan. Sometimes when my opponent's at 2 life, they don't see no double strikeout, so they feel safe. Nope. If I have one of these guys, let's say I'm attacking with my Khalifa, they let it go through, no negates. I use Shugesh, put her in play, now she has double strike. So right in the same turn, she gets a 5k increase, which is now 25k double, and I can use her as combo values, which means that she's essentially giving her 30k, which is insane. And then any other super combos or any other combo power that I may have, which is incredible. So this is what we have. Now, moving on to the remainder of the yellow package, which you guys are going to really love. And that is 2 of our Explosive Spirit Son Goku. Yes, guys, Goku is back. Goku is just very strong. He has barrier blocker. When he's put into play, you can KO one of your opponent's rest mode cards. Additionally, at the end of the turn, if he's in rest mode, you can put him into active, which is very good because it allows you to get in cheap attacks while you can. And then on the defense, if our opponent's trying to attack and put pressure or try to go for game, if they don't do it smart, I can just Shugesh into Kid Goku. And then if they all in on me, just pop the guy they all in on and win the game and proceed to win from there. Now, the extra cards of the deck, for the most part, is 4-Planet Vegeta. This is our card to, again, search cards like Shugesh and search cards like this or Kaba. So essentially, you're using this card to search out your Kabas and your Shugeshes for the most part. Then we run our Cold Bloodlust. I actually had more in this deck, but right now we have 3 here, and we run our Bad Ring Laser, which Jordan Markle was running this card, so I wasn't able to use this for Team Wars, but that would have been a card I would have definitely wanted access to. But again, you guys know what Cold Bloodlust do. It negates a card being played as long as it doesn't have Deflect. And then Bad Ring, your opponent tries to negate you or counter you in any way. You just use Bad Ring, pitch the yellow, and you counter the counter. And then last but not least, we run 2 Trunks Power Overseeing Time. He's probably one of the strongest cards in the game, especially for this deck. It allows us to keep reusing Shugesh or any other targets we have in the deck, which is pretty much the whole entire deck with the exception of our extra cards. Guys, this deck is very good in Team Wars. One of my good friends, Eric Hill, he actually played it last time when we all teamed up, and he did phenomenal. He was able to go 6-0 with it. Very good. I went 8-1. I only lost 1 match throughout the entire time, and all my matches, either I was close to winning, but we got caught into time, so I knew I was going to be able to win my match, or I 2-0'd my opponent immediately, which was really good. Like, I was one of the first players to be done out of my team, like, majority of the time or majority of the rounds, because this deck is super aggressive, so it's hard for my opponent to really compete. There were some matches that I would finish my first 2 games, and then my opponent, my teammates, they were still going back and forth with their opponents, and they were still in game 1. This deck is very fast, it's destructive. It only can get really beat by specific cards like Kranoa, Kamis, stuff of that nature. But overall, it's a fun deck to play. I don't really recommend it in singles, but it's a fun deck to play in teams, or just a fun deck to have overall if you were just looking for a good time. Special note, day 2, I was actually chosen for Battle of the Gods. That's why I didn't play in the main event. So, you know, you guys are lucky I couldn't play in there. But without that, it was a good time. Jim recommended me to play in it, and I had fun. I played 19 matches, guys. They were all best of ones, and I only lost one, which I lost one to a girl. So it was pretty cool because I was happy to see her take a win and get some cool prizing. And then the other opponents were 18 guys, and unfortunately, I couldn't allow them to win. I was try-hard mode. But it was a great weekend. Again, thank you guys all for all the love and support that you guys showed this event. Right now, it's been tough, and it's still tough. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to be able to do, and I'll try to keep some of you guys updated. A lot of you guys said that you would be willing to, participate in like a GoFundMe. So I will set it up and see what I need in order to raise enough money for my father's funeral. I want to make sure that I do the best for him. Guys and girls, thank you for watching. And as always, this channel is all about you.